Do you think too much? I know I do. I think so much sometimes that my thoughts can literally drive me crazy and drive me into bad emotional places, namely depression, anxiety, and just general worry. And I've learned some things. I've learned some things to help myself, and I'd like to share them with you. All right, so the first thing that I've learned is that you don't have to believe what you think. Now, I know that may sound a little strange, and the first time I was introduced to this idea is when I was listening to a song by Erykah Badu. I think it's called The Healer. I think the song is called The Healer, but I'll check to make sure. And she says, she said, you don't have to believe everything that you think. And I was like, what does that even mean, right? And when I thought about it, when I sat down and I reflected on that lyric, I was like, you know what? She's right. She's right. You don't have to believe everything you think. So when I would think negative things or worry, I would say to myself, you know what? I'm in control of my thoughts. I don't have to believe this. I don't. And I would redirect my negative thoughts to positive thoughts intentionally. And you'd be surprised how effective that is. All right, so expanding on the idea that, or the concept that you don't have to believe everything that you think, I said, you know what? I've been reading a lot of books on manifestation and energy and the occult. And one thing, a theme that comes up over and over and over again is that your thoughts create your reality. Your thoughts create your reality. And the words you use will dictate your thoughts. So if you consciously and intentionally choose to think good thoughts and use words that will then influence your thoughts, then you have a lot of power in that situation. So anytime I would start thinking negative thoughts or start to worry or start to be like, oh my gosh, woe is me, my life is so hard, I would then say, you know what, I got this, I'm in control, I know myself, everything is good, I'm strong, I'm powerful, I get what I want. I would say these things over and over and over to myself. And another trick I would use is I would record myself saying the things that I wanted to be true, and I would record them with certainty. So I would say, I am courageous, I am brave, I am successful, I am beautiful, I am all these things that I want to be. And I would replay the recording and go to sleep to it. And this also puts you in a great mindset, because sometimes you wake up listening to it, but especially when you go to sleep listening to it, it starts to program your subconscious mind. And that does wonders to your reality, because what's hidden in your subconscious mind is reflected in your everyday life, and we don't know it because it's in our subconscious mind. So once you are able to program your subconscious mind, you'd be surprised how drastically your life changes afterwards. Okay? And thinking about the last two things that I've learned. So the concept that, we control our thoughts, we don't have to believe what we think, and that our thoughts create our reality. The last, and I guess the thing that we have the most control over as people, as humans, is that your words are spells. Sometimes we can't always control what we think, but we can definitely control what we say. And what you say, the words that you use, ultimately influence and will dictate what you think. Okay, so sometimes, without us, knowing unconsciously, we might think thoughts that are not productive or healthy for us. But in order to combat that, we can use words that are healthy for us. And, I've learned that your words are spells. So the words that you use usually will manifest into your reality. So if you are constantly talking down to yourself, Unfortunately, this will likely turn into a self-fulfilling prophecy, and you'll probably fulfill what you're saying to yourself. However, if you talk yourself up and you say, you know what, I'm successful, I got an A in this class, or I got a raise, I got this wonderful job, I made a successful move, I have a loving and wonderful partner, you know what, these things will manifest in your reality because you will attract them. You will attract the things that you talk about. And that's the funny thing about being human in our minds, right? The psychology of human beings is very powerful, and a lot of us have no idea how powerful it is. We attract what we think about, and we attract what we talk about. Never forget that. And these are the things that I've learned and have helped me and in my propensity to think too much. I think way too much, okay? And this video is for anyone else who may be struggling with their thoughts, and I hope this helps. Please let me know if you use any of these tactics and how they work out for you, okay? And have a lovely, wonderful day. Bye.